Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, sir, and good morning, everyone. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Hanif Putri, and I'm a second semester studying at Tanjung Pura University. My number student ID is F1021251067, and I'm in 282 plus class. And I'm here made a video presentation for completing my midterm test in ICT for EFL subject. Today, I am feeling excited to share my personal journey of using artificial intelligence to improve my speaking skills, my English skills, but especially in English speaking skills. This is not just about technology, but about how these tools have changed my confidence as a student. As we know, ICT has a huge part of English language teaching today. Because of that, in this presentation, I will divide my experience story into two main parts. First, I will talk about Gemini, the AI that I use almost every day. Second, I will talk about ChatGPT. Yeah, my specific experience using ChatGPT, both the good and the bad experience. Yeah, for speaking practice a long ago. Yeah, I hope my experience can give us some insight into which AI works best for different learning styles. Okay, let's start with part one. Long before I was used ChatGPT for speaking practice. I was already a frequent user of Gemini. Gemini is the AI application that I use almost every day for my general learning needs. It has a unique ability to simplify complex study materials into easy to understand explanation for me. I think, which is very helpful when I encounter difficult topics in my studies. Um, then, in my English learning journey, I use Gemini's conversation feature for daily casual dialogues and exchanging news. Most importantly, it serves as an emotional outlet where I can freely vent my feelings. Yeah, I love talking to Gemini about my daily life, the trivial things, the happy moments, or even when I'm feeling angry or sad. I feel excited to share these stories because it feels like talking to a patient friend who actually listens to me in a very comfortable way. Constant interaction with Gemini has led to a meaningful victory in my personal growth. Previously, I was a silent student who was too afraid to speak up in class. However, because a Gemini provides safe and non-judgmental environments, I have built the bravery of participate more. I have moved from being completely quiet to becoming a little more active in the classroom, which is a very significant change for me. Even though it is a small step, uh, but for me, being able to speak up just a bit more is a very meaningful and significant change. Gemini helped me find my courage by being the friend I could talk to about anything without feeling judged. And this experience or this activity just give me some feeling safe and feeling feeling be able to speak up to in front of the people. Now let's move to the second part. My experience using ChatGPT for the speaking practice assignment. My experience started on a very positive note. Uh, I found a ChatGPT to be incredibly helpful, acting like a cool and dedicated teacher, even when I asked it to act as a casual friend. It maintained its dedicated role as a mentor. It provided constant suggestion and detailed academic feedback, but it did so in a very relaxed and supportive way. This made our conversation feel productive yet comfortable. I could receive professional guidance and advice to improve my English while still maintaining a natural and friendly flow. of a dialogue. It felt like having a mentor who knows how to make the learning process feel like a supporting conversation. You can see the examples that I took on the slide. That these are three examples. Yeah, the three of that is it has a different conversation. Yeah, that is not same day conversation uh, that I have several days ago. For the pictures, ChatGPT give me the suggestion to change. I talk about the Tinkerbell stories that I said I forgot about what the things uh, that Tinker have uh, to express her talent. I forgot about what's the thing, so I said the tinker thing, and the ChatGPT just give me suggestion to say it, the tinker things to the tinker talent. But what's that I mean? It's not that, because I won't say what the tinker hold. It's not a tinker thing, but the hammer. Yes, the wood hammer. So I completely forgot about the wood hammer. So I said a tinker thing, and ChatGPT got what I say in tinker talent. That's not wrong, and my expression it's not wrong too. But ChatGPT it's not get it what I mean. But the suggestion is very helpful to giving some to giving way to me to not say the tinker thing but the tinker talent. But what I want to gonna say is a hammer, a wood hammer that express the tinker talent. Yeah, the tinker talent. So the other example, as I remember, is the when I want to say wait, I want to look at in the slide. Uh, yeah. Oh, you can't. When I want to say this creator, the creator is the scepter. I can say the creator finds the scepter. Oh, so I want to say the Tinkerbell is the creator of this chapter for the Blue Moonstone in Lost Treasure, in Tinkerbell the Lost Treasure, part of a series of the Tinkerbell. So I said to ChatGPT, the creator is the scepter. So ChatGPT giving me suggestion to say the scepter, the creator finds the scepter. I think the Tinkerbell it's not want to find a scepter, but uh, she is the creator of the scepter. But when I talk about this, I think I got it wrong when I want to express that sentence. So ChatGPT uh, got it what I mean. It's wrong, but it's very helpful with my grammar because when I talk with ChatGPT, stretch 7 days a week, I completely not using a correct grammar. That is a very bad grammar, but I'm feel excited too when I'm talking to ChatGPT. So that activity give me some good experience too. However, the experience became shocking when ChatGPT suffered a serious identity crisis. It began forgetting its role and even started claiming my own words as it owns. It will take its previous answer and act as if I was the one who said it. This confusion made the learning process and while we are conversating, very messy. Yeah. On top of that, ChatGPT interrupt me constantly, speaking so fast and giving long responses before I could even finish my sentences. Near the end, it became completely unresponsive, stuck in a long loading state with no feedback. I could call its name, but it remained silent, which eventually forced me to stop the conversation entirely because it felt like talking to a wall. But I think those activity or those act response or yeah, I think like that is just uh, it's just after 10 minutes a long conversation. So I just got finished my assignment for a conversation with ChatGPT stretch 10 minutes in 7 days a week. But the conversation is uh is finish is only doing in one day one conversation. Yeah, one day, one conversation. But in one conversation, we have to dialogue with ChatGPT in 10 minutes. So I think the unresponsive, the interrupt, the identity crisis, the long loading, no feedback, no answer, and just like loading or anything. I just this is the activity. This is the chat GPT act after 10 minutes. So this activity is like force me to stop the conversation entirely because it's a 10 minutes. It's the completely 10 minutes already. So we have to end it our conversation. I think it's like that because I just give it a prompt at the beginning, but I'm not a straight said, but I'm not a straightly state 10 minutes or I said it. Oh, I completely forgot about that. But I think ChatGPT have a system for the premium user. Uh, the people has a unlimited unlimited maximum time to have a conversation with ChatGPT. But for a non-premium user, we can get we cannot get a conversation with ChatGPT uh, with unlimited time. So I think we got a maximum time in a less than a premium user. I think that's the one of the reason why the ChatGPT just give me those this act like that. The most frustrating part was the struggle for a verbatim transcript. ChatGPT repeatedly made a fake promises, asking for extra time to prepare the record, but delivering nothing. I even set a streak of 2 until 3 minutes deadline for it to finish, but it still failed. The same pattern of errors happened for days, which was extremely exhausting because the AI couldn't follow the instruction to give me a full record. I was forced to spend hours manually copying, pasting, and editing the entire dialogue myself just to finish my assignment. It was a very time consuming and disappointing process after all the effort I put into the speaking practice. To make matters worse, the manual work wasn't just about typing, it was about fixing the confusion ChatGPT left behind. Because of what? Because of its identity crisis. The chat history was crumpled. I had to carefully reread every line to make sure I didn't attribute the AI's words to myself or vice versa. I felt so drained and stressed by the end of the week, realizing that I spent more time fixing the transcript that actually practicing my speaking. It was a very bitter lesson that even the most famous AI can still fail in the most basic tasks, making a simple assignment feel like a never-ending technical struggle. So, because of its a ChatGPT mistake for not giving a full verbatim transcript or not sometimes, but openly giving nothing for a full verbatim transcript. So ChatGPT just want to asking for extra time for loading and prepare the record of our conversation. But after that, ChatGPT not giving, do not giving, cannot giving the full verbatim transcript. So that's very frustrating. Okay, in conclusion, while Gemini is my preference, I recognize its flaws such as occasional loading issues and minor inaccuracies in its information. My final strategy is to use a mix of tools, a Gemini for speaking practice because it follows my instruction and understands my pace, and other AI tools for reading or writing where they might be more reliable. Ultimately, I've learned that progress is about finding the right balance and feeling comfortable with the tools we choose. Gemini has successfully helped me develop the courage to be more active in my real life classroom. And I will stick with what works best for my style. Thank you for listening. I think that's all from me. Thank you for your attention and your time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a good day, everyone.